Welcome back, everybody, to part 3 of Old School Adventures, episode 14. We have a new band of brave adventurers, only slightly less jaded than the ones that came before them.
Only slightly.
I wanted to give you an opportunity to procure some henchmen before you leave, because we forgot to do
Yes.
that. It was also pointed out in chat that had we thought about it in this order, you likely would have put the order in for the scroll first thing so that the days you spent resting would count towards it, which I'm
Yeah.
certainly amenable to.
Well, wasn't Andrew like, great, we get there. I go immediately and order another scroll.
I think that
And
was
we're
the
like,
joke,
haha, we don't
but
really do that. But
yeah. So how
we
how
did
long
actually.
healing is a rule that I don't care about, so I don't know what it is. How much do you heal? It's 1 hit point plus your con a day or something.
I don't know. Where would that be written down?
In the
I can look it up. But...
someplace. Let's find it. Here we go. Resting. Something. Scary queen face. Do nothing but rest. 1 to 3 hit points each full day of rest. Okay. So, injured characters. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your d6s.
I wouldn't have recovered any on the road, would I?
No. It's a full day of doing nothing but resting.
So you want us to roll a d6?
Yeah, and this will just figure out how many days it takes to rest. So,
High roll is bad.
no, high roll is good because this is how many hit points a day you are on your first day. So the first day that Nimith rested, Nimith got 3 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, is Nimith at full health after that?
No, Nimith needs like 2 of those.
Okay, so you get 2 on your first day.
Me?
Thistle, yeah.
Okay, I need 6.
Okay, roll again for your next
Okay.
day. So that's 1 day. Okay, so you get another 2. So that's 2 days for Thistle. Nimith gets 1 hit point. So there's definitely a third day.
Yeah.
All right, so then now you're full.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rest there 3 days. So what is it? There's a cost per day for like sleeping in the inn and feeding yourselves and stuff. I'm not sure if I established it already. I'd like to just say like a specific number and be like, every day you spend in the keep, this is how much it costs.
Yeah, I imagine we probably did at some point, but I can't.
So
But I don't remember.
yeah, I was gonna say. So Alex, whose memory is near perfect, if you remember, if I've ever said this before, let me know. Otherwise, I will look up. Well, I'll do that while you're checking. So there should be a like per day thing in the keep. Let me go take a look at the tavern. Watchtower, Guildhouse, Tavern. Here we go. Okay. So it says here, I mean, again, in typical over necessary, like, I get that you want to be completionist about these things, but dear Gary Gygax, I don't need like 20 different food items and how much they cost. No player is going to give a shit whether they're buying wine or small beer or honey mead or bark tea or
Excuse
ale.
me, I am playing 2 halflings.
Right, your characters care, but we don't want to be like, well, let's figure out the exact
Yeah.
meal every time you're resting.
I mean, yeah. That's not really the game we're playing here.
That's true. Here we go. Wages and duty include blah, blah, blah. Oh, I thought I saw a room and board. Damn. Yeah, wages include. Okay, if you want to hire henchmen here. Wow, there's like a really, really low chance that you could find when you search for hirelings. You find a wanderer who is a 2nd or 3rd level fighter, dwarf, or elf with complete equipment for adventuring, who is 75% likely to join, but 1 in 6 will be chaotic alignment and likely to betray the party. So it's
That's
like
amazing, though.
you find this badass Aragorn dude, and he's like, "Yes, I will join you. I'm super tough and cool." And then halfway into the dungeon, he's like, "I murder you all in your sleep." Sorry. Fantastic. Here we go. 1 gold a day. Perfect. Cool. All right, 1 gold a day for a private room, or 1 silver for the common room. So 3 gold each. Go ahead and take that off your individual inventories for the time.
I also had 156 gold that I used up from the party.
Right. In addition to the gold you came into the world with.
No, I can take that off first.
Okay.
I took.
So what's the party reservoir of gold looking like now?
I just took 20 off of it. As well.
Where is it being stored?
John?
Bank.
Yeah,
And John.
had it.
Probably on one of John's character sheets. Maybe.
Okay. I'm
This
just
is why I'm
curious
like,
because I want to make sure y'all don't accidentally run out of money or
Exactly.
whatever.
I don't think we run much risk of being out of money. We have
Well, I mean, those scrolls are
I think
1,000 gold apiece, right?
okay,
And
so
you've
we
got
might be
3
down
of
to
them.
1,000. We might be down to 1,000.
Yeah, like I think we do actually have a chance of running out of money.
Okay, well, let's move. Let's make somebody the official treasurer, or I'm gonna make a new character, and we're gonna call them the Bank.
There we go.
It's like World of Warcraft all over again, and
Yes.
everyone can access this character, all players, and there we go. Okay, y'all see the Bank in the character list?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we need to figure out how much gold you have in general. And don't forget there's a 10% fee charged every time you withdraw from the bank. So whatever you have on you. So, okay, how much you started each character together when you rolled up your new characters, you started with a pool for like new character gear of 320 gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody bought a shield and plate armor, right?
I bought a bunch of stuff.
Well, hold on, but this first. Everybody bought a shield and plate armor.
Okay, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're down to 110. So then for weapons, you bought. Let's go through. Rothman, what did you buy for weapons? How much did you spend? Do you have a total tally?
For weapons?
Or just
all I got was
for everything?
Yeah,
Let's just
like
start
I've
taking away the
tallied all
money.
my stuff up, including armor and shield.
Okay, so how much for everything for you, Hyssop?
I spent 156 total.
Okay, so you're at minus 46. So all the characters' starting money, all of the like money that comes from like with no interest on it or no 10% is gone, and then 40
And that
with interest already.
Yeah, and that included also that included the shield and armor, and also updating a couple things for Thistle, like.
Oh, okay.
another
So
few
I'll give you back.
That's
I'll
what I'm
refund,
saying, I
I'll
didn't-
refund the
I-
shield and armor. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do it like these two and then
Yeah.
everything.
No,
else.
that's
Like,
fine. You still have
add it all.
36. Okay. All right. So Rothman, not including the shield and the armor. How much did you spend?
I bought a mace for 5 GP,
Okay.
and then I got some torches, which would cost me 2 gold worth of torches.
Okay.
I got 20 gold worth of oil flasks.
All right.
I got a lantern, which costs 10.
Okay.
Rations. I got 10 gold worth of.
Okay.
And I got a holy symbol.
Got it.
I don't know how much the holy symbol costs. There we go. It's 25 for the holy symbol.
Okay.
And then a backpack. Where's backpack? $5 for backpack. And 2 large sacks.
How much was the backpack?
The backpack is 5 gold, and the 2 large sacks is 4 gold.
All right, so another 9. Okay, so here we go. Now we're at minus 46. Okay. Aside from your armor and shield, what did you buy, Sephiroth?
How much is the armor and shield?
I've already got that taken off. It's fine. Just don't count any of your starting gold because I took all. You've blown through all that.
Yeah,
already.
no, I mean I already have a running total as well. So if I
Oh,
take
okay.
away the-
70 for the 2 together.
okay, so that's a further 97.
Okay. All right. So 100 and let's see. 130, no, 143. Okay. So 10% on top of that is another 15. So
I spent a lot of money. I bought all the weapons.
150. Okay, so the bank loses 158 gold, plus the 1,000 from the scroll. So You're at a deficit until you figure out how much you started with. You're at minus whatever, minus
Heinrich.
minus 1,158. So whoever was in charge of the gold for money and treasure, that's you got to figure that out. What you started
Just
with.
put in normal items -1.
Well, I've got it down on the gold count.
Perfect.
Because you can store other stuff in the bank if you want, like items. Like if you have like a magic sword or whatever you don't want to use yet. It just means that if a character dies, then this. And so this way, this is the bank character. If anyone needs to take money from it, you can do that. But there's currently nothing in the bank because we don't know what you started with. So you got to figure that out.
Yep.
But we can do that between sessions, or figure out where John was keeping track of it. Okay, cool. So now you are ready to set out. So let's go to our beautiful world map.
And did you say we didn't get the chance to have any hirelings? Because you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right. Do you want to do that? I'm gonna try and roll up some hirelings. Okay.
Yeah.
The Shadow will have a go at getting some level 1s.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to spend gold to increase your chances of good hirelings?
I want to say yes, but I'm worried now that we don't have it to spend.
Well, you can spend. Let me see what it was here. So
Let's go into debt. It'll be great.
I don't think you're not going into debt. There's just your 1,158 gold less than whatever the total amount of gold you actually have is.
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully it's more than that.
It is.
Yeah,
I think so. But not by much anymore. Okay. All right. So you're gonna spend 5 gold to pay the crier to.
Yes.
Okay. So take that off. Take that off of Heinrich or your own personal supply if you want to.
I took off my entire personal supply.
All
We
right.
don't have personal supplies anymore.
All right. Go in with that.
160.
I have a personal supply.
Okay.
Good.
So remember 10% thing. So take off 5 gold and then another 5 silver. Because every time you withdraw from the bank, there's a 10% fee. And you make your recruitment call. And let's see. 3. So no first level characters, but 3 first level or 3 0 level men and women at arms, and one torchbearer. So someone with no gear. So you call a meeting, and these 4 people come, potentially willing to seek employment with you. So there's a former peasant whose farm was burned by orcs. His name is Kalmox. Kalmox brings his leather armor, shield, and spear to bear on an adventure. There's an escaped criminal still wearing her manacles, named Guyton.
How did she get into the keep?
It's fine. She didn't
They take
escape
all
the keep.
comers here.
She's an escapee from some far off land.
a chaos prison.
So
Yeah, where surely it was an unjust.
yeah, exactly. The fugitive Guyton. Hold on, I dropped my pen. And then another woman, Irma. Irma has a club, leather, and a shield. And she's like scarred and like burned. She's the survivor of a great massacre. So like there maybe some like raiders attacked a town and killed everyone, and she managed to survive. She seems a little unhinged, Irma. And then the torchbearer's name is Burger. He's Burger the torchbearer.
Yes.
And
Can't forget any of
and
them.
Burger just wants to make his fortune in the world. He's young. He brags to you. He says he's like I'm no fighter, but I'm an excellent. So this is actually all from the random generation. So he's notable features: Burger, an excellent cook. He's like, I've invented a sort of sandwich, and you take
Oh my
two
God,
pieces of
Burger.
crusted bread, and between
The
them
turnips are going to be all over
between
this
them a
guy.
mash of meat and spices, and you smush them together and eat it. It's delicious. I'll show you if you hire me.
Yes, come on.
So Burger,
obviously.
Burger the excellent cook. Kalmox, Guyton, Irma, and Burger. So for each one, you can present a suggested rate of pay, or you can pay them a flat rate or a share of the treasure that that you get. Now, because you've had 7 hirelings, all like you've never brought a hireling back alive.
We have. We just then later didn't. The second time.
Yeah, I mean, alive means they're still alive now.
mean,
You're developing a
That's,
reputation.
Everyone dies eventually. Come
You're
on.
developing a reputation for, for bad luck, your ill omens. But people are desperate. I'm just gonna say that the ill omen rep, until you can prove that your luck is broken, either by bringing back a relic of the lawful gods, or like doing something like pious, so that the chaplain will be like, no, they're true, or like bringing back a chaos idol to burn, something like
let's
that.
go get the shield.
Yeah, so you have to do that to recover from your bad rep. You're going to be at -1 overall. Like you lose your Castellan bonus, like you're just at -1 because they're like, these people are bad luck. But you can repair that by doing a goodly deed in the name of the gods. So,
In the name of the law gods.
do you want to start with Burger? Do you want to start by trying to hire the obvious best one?
Let's get Burger. Yeah. Since we rolled with the possibility of first levels, is it the Shadow's reactions?
Yes. Yeah. You choose the person doing the recruiting.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was the Shadow. Because if the Shadow doesn't do the recruiting, you can't, there's no chance for, the level 1s will just be like, hell no, get out of here. We're our own adventurers, thanks.
Come on, Burger. Yes!
Okay, what'd you get for, oh yeah, Burger's like, heck yeah. Burger will join you for the standard rate of 1 gold a day.
1 gold a day?
Yes,
Yeah.
1 gold
okay.
per day for Burger.
Holy crap, that value.
Okay, so Burger, I will add Burger to the henchman list. So here's Burger, and I will make him available to all players to see and use. There we go. So Burgar joins you. Okay. What do you want to try for the rest? So the default rate is a gold a day. So.
Yeah, a gold a day sounds fantastic.
Okay. So that's your offer to Calmox. Go ahead and make the roll.
All right, Calmox, come on then, buddy.
Ooh.
Nope.
No, Calmox flat out refuses. Calmox is like, no, you are an ill omen. I shall have no part in it. I refuse. Calmox turns his back on you. He's like, I'll find my vengeance elsewhere. Let's see how Guyton, the escaped convict.
Oh.
Even worse, Guyton goes with Calmox. They're like, no, we're out. Sorry. And then Irma, who's twitching, sitting at the table, drinking her beer. You offer her the rate of 1 a day, and what does Irma say?
Nope.
Nay, good sir, I shan't be joining you today. All right.
It's okay, we've got Burger.
Yeah, Burger's like, what, guys, come on, it'll be sweet. No, all right.
It'll be sweet and savory.
You can roll. You can re-roll to convince Irma. Like Burger's like, where you going, Irma? Come on. We were talking about how much fun an adventure would be. You can re-roll for her if you want to try again, because the 6 is a re-roll.
Okay, yeah. Do I have to up the rate?
No, you just get to re-roll, which is a weird result. Like from a design perspective, like why have a roll that does nothing? Okay.
The same thing.
This one, I think. What's the 7? Yeah, same thing. She's still on the. Yeah, 6,
Come on.
7, and 8. Just
Haggling with
I
her.
mean, this is like the second you get a second chance outcome.
yeah. Okay,
No.
then no. She's like, not at that rate. So unless you're willing to pay, 2
2
gold
gold
a
a
day, Irma's out.
2 gold a day. Come on, Irma.
Yeah, you want to try it? Okay, go ahead. You get another roll at 2 gold.
Come on, Irma.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So she accepts your offer at 2 gold a day. So you're paying 3 gold per day. I'm gonna leave that in your care, the Shadow.
Okay.
And they
Regional
expect that
manager of the
that
Shadow.
payment. They expect that payment like at camp every day. So you have to keep paying them. So if you don't have any money to spend now, you got to go take some out of the bank.
Yeah, let's get a stack of like 30 gold out of the bank.
I'll take 30. Okay, so add 33 to your
Debt.
to your debt. And the banker is like, good doing business with you. Here's your 30 gold, and you can now you can pay for 10 days worth of hench people. Okay, so let me just jump back. I'll put jump back to the encounter map here. I'll put where do we want Irma and
Bug.
yeah, Irma and Burger, old Bergy Bergs.
They can go in, I think, in front of the Shadow and Rothman.
Yep, sounds
Okay.
good.
Let me find my timid henchman or timid hireling or whatever token.
Wait, their name is Tim?
No, that's the name of the token that I use. I always use the same one for the hirelings. It's the like timid looking. Here he is.
Oh,
I love
like
this.
a weasel person with the spear.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got a picture for,
So good.
for our second hireling.
Okay.
For Burger.
So Burgar. What did I say? Leather. They both have leather armor, right?
They
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
One had a club and Burger had nothing.
I just opened that. Terrible, Dave.
Should never click on links.
Okay. So
so good though.
Burgar and where is she? Oh, I didn't add Irma. Okay, I gotta add a character.
Are we gonna have a never-ending supply of Happy Meals together?
Oh god.
Yeah, but look out for the Hamburglar. Like he's a sworn
Yeah.
enemy.
Exactly.
I'm being tailed by this thief.
Those are the turnips worth, right? The hamburgers.
No, I believe that she was still in manacles.
Yeah, it was clear who the
Right,
hamburger.
she's the Hamburglar. Okay. All right. So here's Irma. She's got a character sheet now, and I can add her to the list.
So a thing,
Yes.
a rules thing.
Yeah.
I was looking up some stuff just because I was adding a spear to one of the
Yeah.
character sheet for Hyssop, and so it looks like a bow is not considered a two-handed weapon, so you can use a shield, but a crossbow is considered a two-handed weapon, and you can't use
How is a
shield.
bow not considered a two-handed weapon? No, it definitely is. It
Okay.
Totally is. Yeah.
I'm looking at B27, and that's not what it says.
Let me take a look at. Does it specifically say you can use a shield with a bow?
It specifically has stars next to the things that are
yeah.
and
Those
does
are,
not have one next to arrow.
those are for the purposes of initiative order.
Okay.
And yeah, and so they go. All that means is when it's, if you look immediately below that, that's whenever a two-handed weapon is used, including polearms, the attacker cannot use a shield and will always lose the initiative. But this is for damage. Yeah, it doesn't mean like what arms you have them in. It just means if you have a polearm and you're using it, your shield doesn't count.
Well, what I'm saying is that it has a thing next to coral.
But
not
notice
next
bow
to
isn't on that list. You would
I
never
know,
attack
neither
someone
is
with an
crossbow.
arrow.
They put coral and arrow.
Yeah, because it's the damage list, not the initiative order list.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. We can just keep doing everything we're doing. I'm just pointing out that the rules say a different thing, but that's fine. with
I
me.
mean, I think you're interpreting them in a bit of a weird way because this isn't for the purposes of like, because think about a shield, right? You can't use a
Yeah.
shield and a longbow at the same time. It's just
I
not
agree
possible.
that doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense. I'm just saying that's what it says on the.
Well, also missile weapons operate differently in terms of initiative. They go first before melee weapons anyway. So you wouldn't track it using the same thing. But yeah, it should just say that bows are a two-handed weapon for the purposes of spears, but under the weapon type thing, it's listing ammo, not weapons.
Okay.
I think the reason it says crossbow bolt is because people don't know what a quarrel is most of the time. Are these acceptable places for your hench folk?
Yep.
Okay, and who has the torch? Burger? He's a torch burger? Okay.
Torchburger.
There you go. Okay, cool. All right. Back to yon dungeon. So you set out from the keep, and head out into the wilderness, and hopefully don't run across any more angry dwarfs.
Or shrews.
Or shrews. Yeah, that would be also bad.
Oh,
Okay,
grimace.
2 days pass. So mark off 6 gold to pay your henchmen. 2 days pass, and as you expect, you arrive at the Caves of Chaos. So you are here as usual, arriving from the south. You come west into the gully of the area, and you find the caves as they were. There's no obvious sign of any change from here. Where would you like to visit first?
Do we want to just go the same way in?
Hobgoblin murdering, yeah.
It's hobgoblin murdering time. It's just, do we want to look for another way in?
Well,
Move this, or
the thing is that we know 2 ways in.
yeah.
Or actually, we know 3. There's the secret door over here.
Mm-hmm.
There's the entrance on the 2nd level, and then there's the stairways up from the.
So just as a quick aside on the initiative thing, chat pointed out to me that the reason that it's got the 2-handed weapon thing for crossbow there is that an arrow fired from a longbow or a short bow goes on normal initiative order. Crossbows are they're last, like 2-handed swords, because you have to reload them during the turn.
Yeah.
So you fire them, but even if you roll initiative, they're supposed to go like last in the order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. For a crossbow, that offsets their damage, right? Because they're better than.
Yeah.
No, they're the same. They're the same as bows, but better. It offsets their range because they're better at range.
Yeah, like that's one of the things I was trying to point out.
Yeah, I think that part is correct. The shield thing.
Do you mind if we swap then?
Yeah, if
Actually,
you feel like swapping for a short bow.
Handed sword and a pole.
You're slow as fuck already.
Time.
All right, so caller. Ultimately, it's your responsibility to let me know where you want to start your adventure.
Do either of the 2 of you have a preference, a strong feeling?
I think
I mean,
it would be nice if we could come from the secret entrance, because they probably wouldn't be expecting it. But at the same time,
secret entrance?
Downstairs secret entrance.
Okay.
But at the same time, there's going to be like more possibility if we're hanging out and like walking through the goblin caves that we'll find something, as opposed to just like walking outside, being able to deal with it more easily.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to take the stairs up?
I don't think there's a reason to take the stairs up.
Okay.
I mean, it could be, but I don't know.
So you're
Okay.
thinking you want to head through this way?
Yeah, so I'll be like, okay, yeah, there was a secret door past part of the goblin cave, so we'll try going in through there.
Okay. All right, and you're moving at plate armor speed. And we're exploring again, so we're using our 60 feet a turn. So let's see. All right, so we'll start counting from the entrance. So in the first turn, you get. Let's see. Hold on. So you come to the crossroad of the goblin lair. Again, this one you have to do a lot of ducking because the goblins kind of like harvested the walls here to like make themselves some space. So you get to that first room basically by the time at the end of your first turn. And let me get back to the keep here.
And is somebody marking off the torch for Burger?
Yeah, I've got Burger's torch. I'll let you know when this torch starts to gutter out. Okay,
and we used
so
2 days of rations on the way here, just so everyone notes that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so you reach the room here. This is where the goblin like guards were. There's a little guard section here. You press on from here, and you reach the cross roads here where the Sturges were. Do you want to warn the other characters?
I'll be like, I'll explain like what I remember from my way back through.
Okay.
And about that there are all these dead bodies and that there are the Sturges and stuff.
Okay. So when you approach this room, the goblin bodies you see now, they're, some of them are rat chewed and scavenged, but to a one, their skin is like emaciated to their bones. They're like they've been drained of all their fluids, so they're like husks. And each corpse has like a puncture wound somewhere in it.
Mm-hmm.
There are some very well-fed sturges elsewhere.
Maybe they're not hungry. That would be great.
Okay, from here, what you want to go north
Yeah.
this way? Okay.
And it's interesting because I think actually that was like my run back through was really my first experience of the caves because I was unconscious.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
That's when I was like, yeah. And then there was this thing, and everyone else was like, oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the other two were like, oh, yeah, we were there.
Yeah, we've been there.
We've been there.
Mhm.
We know about that.
And then Hyssop and Thistle, you both smell the smell of like rotting food as you reach this room and the shut secret door. You can point it out on the wall, but it's invisible from this side. You're like, no, I'm sure I came in through there.
Yeah. And I'm like, I know it's somewhere on that wall.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where because I didn't, yeah, but.
Do we need to do the rolling?
Yeah, you'll need to do the roll. Thistle, because you came through the other side and because you're all searching like the correct area. I don't know if the roll prompts you for
It does.
a bonus, but okay. All right. So basically get a +1 like bonus. If nobody else finds it. Yeah, okay. So Thistle, you're the one that finds it. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's
Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't actually prompt for one. But anyways, I found it.
It's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. 1 second here. You find the door. This is the 4th turn. You've got one more turn, and then you'll have to rest on that last turn. Hang on. There we go. So you find the secret door, and it clicks, and when it starts to open, you notice there's light on the other side. You notice like light
that's
comes
weird.
through the other side.
Yeah. That seems weird.
Do you want to close it, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I don't really want to rest on the other side of this door, but yeah, I think I'll start to open it and then I'll be like, and close it and be like, there's light on the other side. That seems really strange. It was hobgoblins over there. They don't use light in their caves.
Nimith just like hushes everyone and has a listen
Okay.
at the door.
Okay, so everybody like, okay. You listen. You can only hear like the sort of scrambling of rats, and now that you know it's there, you definitely hear that like sound of a hallway on the other side, but you don't hear anybody like moving or talking.
Yeah.
Hyssop can't hear anything either.
Okay, so if you take this turn to like listen, then you got to take another turn
To rest
to
afterwards.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, which I think we were kind of like, cool, let's rest behind this door. So the Shadow and Thistle both
Okay.
are successful at listening.
Okay, so the Shadow and Thistle, you both hear the like almost like whisper quiet, like the Shadow, you're trained to hear like thiefly sounds, like it sounds like someone like sneaking very quietly up to the door, and like you kind of like hear something press against the door. Someone is on the other side of the door, like at least one person, and they're very stealthy. They're being very sneaky.
So it's like
We would, if this were a TV show or movie, we would get the like shot of the cutaway
split
wall with the door, and you're like leaned up against the door, and someone else is also like listening on the other side.
so it's just like, and just like touching his like bow, ready to draw it. Just like trying to motion for everyone to stay completely still.
And does Thistle hear anything else beyond that?
No. Just like
Okay.
maybe like the whisper of like the edge of a cloak brushing the floor. Some like very quiet, like obvious, like not like leather boots, like soft boots. And then like
Or like
just,
soft leather boots instead of hard.
yeah, like instead of the hard, not the kind of like stuff, the heavy footsteps of the hobgoblins that you heard before.
Actually, if I hear somebody moving stealthily,
Yeah.
I might change my mind and be like, it's not a hobgoblin. It's a humanoid. It's moving too quietly. And then I'll kind of press myself up against it and be like, hello? Hello, adventurer?
There's like a long pause, and then you hear in common, you hear, hello?
hold on. You should come into here. It's safe here. No enemies. Made sure.
And Nemeth just has like an arrow knocked.
Yeah.
ready to
Okay.
murder
So
this
you like step back, Shadow. Are you gonna open the secret door?
Yeah, I'll like push it for him.
Okay. Yeah. So you like find the latch, you push it, and it swings closed, and then you see someone on the other side, and he's wearing like a long gray cloak with a hood up. He's got a gray like mask like around his face. He's holding a crossbow, and you notice that the crossbow's tip has been coated in like a matte like black paint, so it doesn't reflect light. You see on his belt like an obvious like a pouch that's like you would use to carry thieves' tools. He's got a bandolier of daggers, also like painted black, so they don't reflect the light. And he like points the crossbow at you, and like with a steely gaze, looks over the crossbow at the group of you.
Is this like the fog or like like oh my god?
The mist.
Yeah.
A mist?
Yeah. So he like holds his, and he looks at you,
Fog mist. I
and
feel like his name should be Fog Mist.
and with one hand, like he keeps his hand on the crossbow with one hand, he does the like chaos like hand sign.
Oh, you don't understand chaos
Yeah,
anymore.
he makes a strange hand signal that is somehow like like it seems vaguely familiar to you, the shadow. But I think that Andrew, your new character, you know, Rothwin, Rothwin recognizes it, and it's the symbol for like asking like, "Are you allies? Friend or be ye friend or foe? Yo, are you chill or what?"
And Rothman does the return.
All right,
But
so
yeah,
you
we're fucking
throw
metal.
the sign, and he does like a quick sign for like, "What about your friends?"
And Rothman shrugs.
Ah, yes, the chaos hand signal for
Yeah, like they just go.
Okay, so
and
he doesn't put the crossbow down, but he like looks at you, like the group of you.
I think I do the hand sign for like for now.
Yeah.
Friends for now.
He says, yeah. And he looks at all of you, and he's like, who are you people?
And Hyssop's like, we're adventurers!
He kind of like sneers. He's like, hi. So, he like gestures behind him. He's like, is all that mess upstairs yours?
Some of it.
Thistle nods.
He says, come back to finish the job?
Yeah, Nimeth is just like 1,000 yards staring. Like,
Yeah. Why don't
Yes,
Shadow?
yes.
Shadow, you were the first one to engage him. Why don't you make a reaction roll? It
Yeah.
occurs to me we haven't done that for this encounter.
I mean, since we're both clearly thieves,
I feel like that could go either really well or really
It could go really
bad,
well or really bad. Yeah.
to be
totally.
honest.
and then yeah, Rothwin's interaction didn't exactly steer things well either.
So the light source that you saw before is coming from a lantern that he's set on the floor.
Mm.
okay. Well,
Okay. All right. So at the 7.
Neutrality.
Yeah, in neutral. He's like not sure about you. So he says to you, he's like, well, you'll not find anything but danger up those stairs. The Hobgoblin Chief still alive. And from what I heard, and he like taps his ear, he's like, from what I heard, he's out for blood. He sent an envoy, and he kind of like points like generally to the north. It's like, send an envoy to the Bugbears. Looks like they're making an alliance.
And Thistle like sighs a heavy sigh and is like, I should have tried to murder him in the dark.
He nods. You can see the smile like in his eyes, though you can't see his face. And he's like, yeah, that's usually prudent.
I was like, and then she like shakes her head like she's like shaking off the thought, and she's like, no, I was lucky to escape with my life.
And Nimeth will chime in at this point and just say, well, stranger, things are about to get very messy again.
He looks behind you, and he's like, you come from that way?
Sure.
Just kind of shrug. Anything
Yeah.
worth taking? I came the long way. And he like points behind him, And he says, I think the hobgoblin's got some prisoners. I heard crying or something. Pff, weaklings.
And Tess will be like, we cleared out these goblin caves weeks ago. Nothing here but like sturge dried husks.
He nods and he says, well, if that's the case, I'll just be, and he kind of like gestures past you. He's like, I'll just be going.
How many, when you say that, you know, I'm gonna like press him for more information about this crying and more information about the alliance that he heard about.
He's like, my hobgoblin's not as good as he used to be, but it sounds like he's trying to get a deal with these bugbears. Looks like they came into some prisoners of their own. Something happened with the orc tribe on the other side of the hills. Bugbears have taken over that whole area. They're pretty tough. You ever fought a bugbear before? Like, I love this guy.
Yeah. I shrug like, don't know if I fought a bugbear. Fought an owl bear though. Killed that one.
He nods. He's like, owlbears are pretty tough too. Good work, little one.
Yeah. And I'll nod again like, well, good luck.
He nods and he's like kind of walking past the group now, towards the door, and he says, he's like, yeah, good luck to you too. And hey, he like looks at you, he's like, y'all are okay. If you ever find yourself in Mirror City, find the Thieves Guild. Tell them the Razor sent you. And he like turns. He turns with like a like whoof of his gray cloak and
Oh my god, the Razor.
disappears down the hallway.
I bet his first name is actually like Hanlon or something.
Yeah, Occam.
Occam, yeah. Where did I come up with Hanlon? I don't know.
That's the other Razor.
Is that the other
that's
Razor?
the other
Did I
Razor,
actually?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're brothers.
They're both Razors. Yeah. Oh my god, the Razor twins, Hanlon
The
and
Razor
Occam.
twins, Hanlon and Occam.
Don't forget Razor Ramon, the
Yeah, that's right.
Japanese
Razor
wrestler.
Ramon. So so off he goes to do cool thief stuff, and
Yeah.
he's got things to steal and people to stab in the back.
Go die to Sturges.
And now he's behind us.
Yeah, that's true. He's behind you. Okay, so he heads off, and we will add him to the list of people that you overcame.
Overcame.
Yep, the Razor. Okay. So from here, where to?
To our doom.
I mean, eventually, probably.
But more specifically, we needed to rest around.
Yeah. That was
Okay,
this.
great.
That can be this turn.
Great.
You spend the rest of this
We chilled and just chatted.
tightening straps and getting
Chill
ready
and
to go.
chat.
And
Then
you
I
wanna
think the plan is through the secret door.
press on. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So now that you have light, you get to the corner here, and the hallway continues north-south. There's like a little dirty, like bloody halfling handprint on the wall. Actually, there's several. It's really creepy because they look like little baby hands. Goes that way, like so. Which way from here, Yon Collar?
So when we get to that, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I remember this. I came from up the stairs. That's where we had that fight.
That's right. Yeah, I'll draw those stairs in now for you. And I, unlike the dungeon, will draw them in the correct way.
And I'm like, and I kind of like, I'm like, I think there was treasure there. It was the, but that's the chief's quarters. And did the Razor tell us whether he encountered the chief like in his quarters?
No,
or-
he didn't. He didn't say.
Okay. I should have been more specific about the information I was trying to get. Do people want to like go up and try to scavenge, go back to the scene of that terrible? Or are people too traumatized? Do we want to just avoid that? Thoughts? Feelings?
Muted Dave.
No, Dave's not muted, just not talking.
No.
So,
Okay.
you're the caller.
I
Which
will-
way are you headed?
Great. I want to go up there because our friend's body's up there, and
Yeah.
I mean potentially.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
You're super quiet.
yeah, I don't know what happened, Dave.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna turn and go up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can get basically like into that room. Okay. Let's take a look. I haven't actually prepared the encounter table, the automated encounter table for level 2 yet. I should have done that. But let's take a look. So, consulting this. Let's see, what other ridiculous should I have to GM my way out of? What did I roll?
I like that the game is a challenge for you too.
It's totally a challenge for me. Okay. All right. So, let's see here. I think you probably hear them before you see them. So let's see how the rules describe these particular creatures. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right. So I think that what you hear is like a sort of slurping and crunching sound, like bones breaking and like the tearing of meat as you approach the stairs. You have, let's see. Yeah. I think the stairs is a reasonable distance. You can maybe hear it as soon as you come around the corner. In fact, you hear this sound of like several creatures eating like a meal of flesh. Burger like blanches in fear.
Yeah, I think that we're just kind of probably going for it. I mean, I think we're like wary, but unless people are like, never mind, I don't want to encounter anything.
No, we're gonna go encounter this encounter.
So you have a choice here.
Right.
You could turn right instead, or you could barrel
Exactly.
upstairs. Okay. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just like casually like walk up the stairs? Because remember, there's a limited view. You won't see them till you get to the top of the stairs. Or do you want to like run up the stairs shouting? Like, what's your plan? You can like whisper to each other here before you go ahead with whatever you want to do.
None of us like are able to like place these weird sounds. We're like, it's something eating something, but we're not
Just
like
like crunching and slurping and
I've heard that before.
meat tearing.
Foul crunching and meat tearing of the.
I mean, it's likely the bugbears that the hobgoblins are allied with,
Or
eating
anything,
dead people.
anything at all. Just could be.
Do bugbears eat people?
Bugbears eat people, sure.
Yeah,
Eat whatever.
Bugbears eat whatever they want to eat.
I feel like that's likely because of what the Razor said,
Well, also this is a random encounter, though.
It's
So,
true.
or it could be. Yeah, that's true.
why don't I don't know? I mean, Thistle is like not full of wisdom at this point or ever, and it's just like fuck it, we're going up there, we gotta whatever. So that's what's gonna happen if she's leading the group. So unless one of your characters stops her, that's what the party's doing.
It's what we came to do, so we might as well.
Great. So she's like, yeah, crossbow at the ready, and like, it's like, I guess like, yeah, the plan is like get to the top of the stairs and maybe like fire from the top of the stairs.
You just want to like fire as soon as you see whatever's in the room?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much? Okay. All
I
right.
want to like stay low and like basically have the cover of being on the stairs. And
Okay.
like,
So you start to like creep up the stairs as a group. You're making noise because you're not all like stealthy, but the crunching and munching doesn't seem to like stop necessarily. When you get to the top of the stairs, and actually this is a great place to take our last break. So you get to the top of the stairs. You see in the room two human-like reptiles with short tails, long legs, and a spiny comb on their head and arms. They're upright, but don't appear to be like armed. They have claws and sharp teeth, and they're currently like ripping at the bodies that were lying on the floor, and they're like eating them. One of them looks up and turns its head towards you, and it's got like, I don't know, like a liver or some other organ like in its teeth, and like looks
Just like intestines.
it hisses
trailing
at you,
out
and its
on the
comb,
body.
its little like comb goes all like and like pops up, and the other one starts to hiss and like rattle its comb. But they might be surprised, so we'll roll for surprise and we'll roll for initiative when we get back. All right. So stick around, Battle of the Lizard Creatures, when we return.